Hello again. Alright, I decided to record another clip because after I got back from work, I see a lot of kind of questions on the chat in our alliance. By the way, guys, right here, you see ID of Game of Trolls. This is our clan, and we are very active here. We have 30 players currently, but I'm gonna kick in a moment all those who been inactive. So, if you're active daily, please join us. We would love to have you here. And as you see, the team is quite chillax. We have a bit, not too much talking, but people are asking questions, and it kind of makes sense. All right, so because those questions are recurring very often, I decided to kind of make a clip about it and perhaps demonstrate what I mean by that. So by what I'm gonna talk about. So first of all. People are asking what to spend gems on because the game kind of offers you a lot of options to spend your money on, which is there's nothing wrong with that. You have one option, there's another option, and there's option number 3 and option number 4 if you're crazy and desperate. Right, so I personally used to spend a lot my gems here trying to get the Oni Warrior. I spent, I think, around 5 or 6,000 gems in total from all the events during the time when this little bugger right there was available on previously on the sale. I tried to get it and I didn't got any other legendary here. I just got bunch of useless other troops, which it's not worth of that money. And because I'm very active in the arena right here with my PvP sneaky system, I spend my energy, my diamonds on additional energy and attacks. So I buy arena tickets refill, right? This one for 100 gems. Every 8 hours you can have filled up attacks, and then the premium battle pack with the sweeps and the energy for the main story for the adventure. So just to demonstrate, I've burned some of that energy yesterday on the movie previously, but just so you can see, I still kind of have a little bit of them left. So that's for me. For what happens when you win, when you have this idea with the defense like that in your arena, the explanations on other movie, I think 2 movies ago. So please check in playlist if you're interested to find why we do this kind of defense and what's the benefits from it. But ultimately, for the amount of daily attacks you can get from that, you can have around 50, 60 daily of those kind of boxes. So you're usually gonna have these guys for each win. Every couple, every 5, 8, you have one of those, and every few dozen, one of those kicks in. So you won't get legendary summon from that, but from all the other activities, you should be able to have those summons, free ones, and then every 50 summons you get a legendary unit. And because we're very active, because we play daily, and because we're planning to play for a long time, you'll get that. This is, I'm a free-to-play player. I haven't spent I think I've spent about 2 or 3 quid initially within the first week on some promotions, which they offer a lot, like 90% discount for stuff. So but it was definitely below £5 on this game for me, so I consider myself free-to-play player. And everything else is just from scoring high ranks and being sneaky, like with the PvP arena and stuff. And so that's what I would do personally. I'm not really the fan of the proportions and the chances the game offers you for the legendary. I think especially on the early stages the game should be much more generous with that to allow more people to really get hooked on it and form like a solid foundation, solid core of players who will push that game through the next couple of years, while all the new players will be kind of just meet unless people get committed to the game and invest some time and perhaps even money. Plus, yeah, like I mentioned in my previous movie, I don't really trust the politics of this game in order to spend bigger money, because what if you develop one type of the army and then in a moment developers change the proportions of attack and defense of others ones, and the guys you have as a killing everything unit, it's now kind of worthless and there's nothing you can do and no refund. Anyway, it doesn't make sense for me. There are, in my opinion, more kind of secure and solid games you can spend money on and just enjoy the benefits. And this game, for now, I think the guys are still in the process of learning, so let them learn. When the game settles, that's when we start perhaps spending more money and building massive, massive setups, so more people can be on top and more people can have fun with it. Anyway, coming back to what we were talking about before, that's the question. Let's go further. Yes, so we spoke about that. Then what's going to happen? Yeah, about the keys from the arena market. What we're talking about, guys, just so we're clear, are those guys on the right here. This and this. This is additional energy to your towers. Okay, so if you wanna play of Tower of Fate, you see that's the Fate key. So if you have, for example, max 70 by 70 and you get those keys, you will have 72 for 70. So it's an absolute trick for unexperienced players just to get this currency from you. So perhaps you'll spend to get more that currency or more options to get that currency. Yada yada yada, cash cow. So that's that. Yeah, and due to the fact that in the previous movie I completely skipped doing everything, I'm just gonna lead you through my today's gameplay. Yeah, as you see, I'm quite alright with Frost Widow, so that means that my melee setup is stronger from all the other boys, because usually I'm actually on other, they have much better damage on different ancient battles in different types. You can see that in different movies. But I'm just gonna take my punch here. Yeah, let us see how this setup will go. I'm gonna check the battle result in a moment, hopefully, if I remember. But every time when you guys look for the ultimate, when you look for ultimate setup for ancient battle in order to make the biggest the greatest amount of damage, because ultimately that will define the everyday rewards you have, and you want those rewards because they have things you use to upgrade your skills, and it's really, really crucial and important because you don't have many other places in the game to get those. So ancient battle, even minimum, but you want to participate and you want to get those rewards, because ultimately without them your progress will be held up. And because it's such a cool app, we don't really want to do it. All right, 21 million, this is not too bad. I think on this one I managed like 26 or 7 after the newest update. Let's see who is the worst. All right, so those guys currently, the Kini is not the greatest, but what we can try to do, we're gonna try to replace it with another rat, because that might be a good alternative. You see, the problem with this is that everything depends from well this guy will go, and then following this guy, because he's bonusing, he's making everybody really enraged, which means that they attacked stronger and quicker. This is a factor because she gives speed to attack as well. So let's see how that goes. Pay attention to the drummer. And if you see the units around slightly red, that's the rage. So on top of, right now the top 3 electrician guys have the bonus, the guys on the bottom that are without, so you can see the difference, how much quicker are the red ones. You see, now drummer is on top, so Ymir, this guy on the right, it's not amplified, so I'm not gonna have big bonus from this from them this time. I think Berserker will do quite alright, and perhaps, yeah, perhaps rats, although I don't really see them surrounding the spider. Let's see how did 20 million. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea, the swap. You see, so previously the rat did like 1.5 million. Right now was only, so if I swap the two, logically it should make 3 million, right, plus. Yeah, Ymir is 8 million, so it should be around 9 million usually at this stage. All right, so what else can we do here? Alright, we can try those guys. I have a good feeling. I think if I bring their level to, 200 and push their skills, I don't think that I develop their skills and talents much, but I think if we go high, they could be pretty nasty add-on to all that. So, because you see, these guys are on the bottom, those mermans, and they will spread. So let's put rats behind them, and this electrician's still in the range of the elemental witch because she is boosting their attack. So we have two boosts here, one after the other. And obviously the drummer will go straight for the spider, so they're gonna disconnect, right? But hopefully him with merman will give these guys, Berserker and Ymir, a bit of a boost. Alright, ready? Okay, that looks cool. I'm just thinking right now if I perhaps kill the elemental witch because she's pushing the spider away. Therefore, the drummer has to follow it, taking the boost of the electrician guys. So I'm gonna try tomorrow or next time I have the spider, this setup without the elemental witch. Hopefully by that time the merman will be developed. I think that was pretty solid run. Oh, blimey, that wasn't. That's interesting. Yeah, this merman right now, it's like a big papound kind of thing. All right, there we go. But you see, I'm still able to do a massive damage above Jax's and oh, I think he wasn't on today. Something popped out and he's busy. Ragnarok, yeah, there we go. Active 12 hours ago. He's usually very active and he's killing it, so he's doing massive damage. Him or Jax's, both of those guys are really, really cool here and solid. But I feel, I never asked them, but I feel like they have massive archers or the sharpshooters, the long distance guys, or maybe I don't know. I feel like they have something. Their setup is based on ranged because that kind of makes sense, and for some reason, spider takes them down. That's interesting. Anyway, all right, guys. Before I forget, let's go through this. All right, I'm just gonna run you very quickly through my gameplay while my wife allows me to talk at this time and remains quiet. You can say hi to her, by the way. We both play. If you check BeatStar, guys, actually, we're playing with my wife and she's amazing. We're killing it for 2 years now. Really, really cool game, by the way, if you like music and a bit of instrument kind of type of thing. Highly recommended, especially for kids, by the way. I'm not promoting anything, I'm just really amazed. It's a really cool app. Same like this one. If you get sucked into the concept of strategy here and you start learning those characters and their abilities, you can do really, really cool setups. I played for too many games in order to get really kind of to commit here for several hours a day, because you have to kind of do that in order to develop those characters eventually in those really, really, really solid setups. I still see that the top guys are going kind of easy mode because there is no enough challenge from the other players to still make them, force them to think. But I believe this will happen because this game has this potential, and as you can see, the guys are adding new characters all the time. So if we look on this game in a year, 2 years time with additional 30, 40 legendary characters and the options they will provide and the variations in setups and combinations and the difference in skills and talents, it just gives so many options. It will be crazy. Really, really looking forward to it. Perhaps even one day they may change the graphics and make it like 3D. I don't know, I'm just saying, that would be really cool with all the sort of special effects we all like. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I love the graphics in this game. It's really cool, crisp. It's clean. You know, nothing sort of jerks and glitches and stuff like that. And all the tiny little, like for example, when they appreciate the war, you know, the win, and everybody's sort of cheering in their own way. It's really cool. Like you can see that there is a lot of passion and heart put it here. Just their marketing section kind of needs readjusting, but maybe when they get enough money, they will chill. Hopefully, let's see that. Anyway, as you see, this gameplay is kind of boring. Nothing happens here. It just, you know, you just want to get your rewards and move on. It will be, I was actually thinking about perhaps maybe like a skip button for this, for people on certain level will be a little bit more I don't know, interesting. Because ultimately you need to spend like hour, 2 hours a day in order to complete all the everything here, as the game replenishes the energy, you know, and obviously gives you opportunity to. And if you're free to play hardcore player and you're super active, that's kind of what you want to do. And if during that time you could, for example, skip some of the quests, or like you have the sweep option in adventure, but if you have that opportunity in other aspects of the game, that will kind of give us more time to spend, you know, developing different things. I haven't finished not Chambers of Destiny, the thing beneath it, below the island thingy. I just ran out of time. Plus, just conquering the new land there, it's so bloody boring, bloody. But, you know, maybe with time, they'll get it. Yeah, so as you see, when you hit around 600,000 power of your army, the majority of quests, it's like just branded, you know, you just press attack and wait for them to do it. Alright, let's do this one and move on further. I will leave the last one after the movie, so I'm not gonna bore you to death. I'm thinking about taking you guys to the Chambers of Destiny and show you how I roll, because there is kind of few options the game offers, and each time I've done something else than I'm currently doing, I failed. So let's see how much time we have here left. 10 hours. Beautiful. Alright, just very quickly, let's go here, because they probably keep attacking me and I don't want to lose opportunity to smash. That's like freebies, you know. Let's take 2 heads and let's go to the Chambers. Yeah, also I'm super, you know, keen to help you guys. If you have any questions or any kind of things you're not certain about, hit me up in comment section. As much as I know, I'll be able to help you. And yeah, if you look for active clan, please join. Just be aware, if you're gonna be inactive longer than day, you'll be removed. It's nothing personal, you know. I'm not sure are you able to come back after you being kicked, but if you are, please do. And you know, things happen. It just we as the top officers here, we really want to push the ancient battle to develop higher level bosses there, because obviously you're gonna have higher level the rewards, which is kind of convenient if you have level 10, 11 and 12 troops and you want to push them to level 15. Alright, I think I haven't... Yes, that's the rewards for being top 1. There you go. So you see, now I just got 2000 diamonds and I have 70 celestial summon shards. So we're gonna go and grab 7 summoned units. There you go. That's the fractions. Oh, that's nice. I have those troops. Check this out. Me likey. Alright, we'll be back here. Actually, let's just smash these guys. Let's see how we roll. You see, in terms of tanks... Oh, I have these guys. I need to push them to 200. Maybe now while they're here, actually, that will motivate me to do it. because otherwise I won't be able to hit higher levels. And the healers. Oh, that's so beautiful. This will be like a total massacre up to level 50, I reckon. Well, it doesn't make sense because the drummer will go forward anyway. So, there you go. 420,000. That's not too bad. We're gonna do the towers after the Chambers of Destiny, guys, if you want. I mean, I'm gonna do it and record it if you want. Just stay longer to check it out. Too easy. It's, you know, there you go. Alright. Shall we summon first? Look, 2,000 gems. It looks so beautiful. I like it. How much it'll cost if I wanna grab 2,000? Nearly 20 pounds. Well, it's not bad, isn't it? Just for being active player. Alright, we have 2 essential. Alright, guys, I wanna make... No, this is silly. I cannot bet what I'm gonna get with me making movie and then with you watching it. That would be kind of pointless, wouldn't it be? What do you reckon? I have 70 celestial summons. Will I get a legendary? Was it worth it to hang dogs on that concept, or they will reward me right now with this featured unit werewolf? Ready? Alright. This time. How about now? Alright, buddy, your chances to arrive in my setup are, come on, they're dropping. Focus. Yeah, I have this, guys. Okay, thanks, game. No, thank you. Come on, you see, they give you common bloody things for bloody 200 bloody diamonds, bloody. Jeez, come on. Alright, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity, okay? After that, I'm leaving Celestial Summon and I'm not coming back here again. Ready? You can't really see my face, but it really demonstrates massive disappointment, and my heart got slightly more broken than it was 5 seconds ago. That's what I was telling you, you see? Rather than reward me with one bloody legendary bloody, like even this guy, I don't understand the purpose of this character precisely, personally, myself. If you understand what the hell, please let me know in comments, because I'm sweating my brain and I just see it and I'm thinking, someone got paid for doing this, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's my portion of sarcasm for today. So as you see, I could press summon 10 by 1800 diamonds, but this is when someone didn't thought that through, because right now, if I get legendary on the previous 7 thingies, I would totally easily go, yeah, definitely I'm gonna have it. You know what I mean? The gambler instinct kicks in. But because they're really greedy in that game, this is not gonna happen. And they need to understand that I'm the type of person who is self-sufficient financially. I can actually afford to play games. If you don't believe me, go on my channel, you'll see other games. And there are games which I spend some money and, you know, they just super products. And I have no problem to reward that every now and then, because they make me enjoy myself daily a bit more, because this and that, whatever. And these guys don't get it. Anyway, coming back to what we were saying, let me just do that, because see, that's the things. I don't have them, you exchange, and that's it. That's the skills follow my troops until I get more stones of that. Alright, so Chambers of Destiny. Now, the game, ultimately, if you're not really certain and sure of what Chambers of Destiny stands and goes for, this is your These are your troops, okay? And the game will reward you after each win with one random troop from here. Sometimes it will be troop from this section, sometimes it will be a troop from this section. So when you're the beginner player, so you don't have many of the troops on the left, for example, you're more around something like this, maybe that will be like crazy, right? I'm talking about first month of your gameplay. You potentially will have more of those guys and stuff like that. You don't really have the opportunity yet to score high because the third room, the third chamber might be nasty because sometimes is, and you need particular troops in order to kind of get through. Therefore, I kind of developed the tactic I apply from the day one here, and I'm just gonna break it down very quickly to you. The tactic I use, it's kind of a way of going through those things, okay? Because as you see here, you can go up, middle, down. Here you can go up, down. Here you can go middle, down, stuff like that. Sometimes you cannot go here straight up, right? So you have to anticipate, because sometimes what's going to happen, you're gonna have this box here, but then this won't be connected, and the skills or something will be here, and for example you would like to have that, or opposite, you're gonna have skills here which won't be connected with the box, and the only way to get the box will be to go through this node. I think that's the right word. So the way my tactic works, it's just I prioritize those guys. So mercenaries, the game offers here 3 mercenaries. Very often they're fully developed. I mean, they developed to your maximum level. So if your maximum character has level 100, the game will offer mercenaries on level 100, I think on 10th stage of development. We're gonna check that in a moment. I don't remember from the top of my head, but it kind of offers maximum troops you could potentially have, right? So if you go and collect all the boxes throughout here, on this stage I have 2. I think there'll be more on floor 2 and floor 3. Ultimately, we'll check in a moment. But if you focus on that while you have quite weak setup, this actually gives you opportunity to have a strong, the strongest troops. Then the second priority for me are the rank up nodes, because they will increase the top troops you currently have. I mean, you want those troops, you want to increase those troops, I mean, and focus, for example, on the strongest and just develop the rank it up, just this one or another 2 if the game doesn't offer you to rank this one up, without the opportunity to change it, spend diamonds or waste time for this, right? I blessings I vaguely use. I only use blessings when you have situation that you have blessing, and so I'm forced to choose one, and I'm just choosing usually the rage for the first 5 seconds, or poison for or something like that. Otherwise I don't waste my time for it. That's what I wanted to say. You can initially think that the blessings are cool because they amplify. If you actually use blessings to play through chambers, please let me know in comments. I'm curious, because whenever I tried it, I failed. So I figured going through those guys first, then amplify them with that, and then if I have to, this. And you know, I was completing 7, 8 out of 10 chambers initially for the first 2 months, and then right now I complete every single one of them without any problems. All right, I don't want to jinx it now. IT people there, don't listen to me, okay? I'm totally fine. Just I don't want to struggle anymore with this game. Anyway, all right, let's do this. So, actually, let me check one thing. Because battle easy. Oh, because I'm 400,000 and they 25k. Okay, no problem. I thought that there is an option for me to change it for like a hard, you know, like a level, difficulty level or something. Okay, dokie. There you go. Very difficult situation. We're gonna take this fella. You see, so that's my troops. I have that. So sometimes the game is quite okay and gives you your sort of setup, but sometimes it gives you the weakest ones and you have to be, you know, sneaky. That way going for mercenaries can kind of save you and give you option to go further. See, ultimately, as far as many nodes you complete, as many of those things you get. So it's really important to push this. There you go. Because my maximum level is... sorry, let me think. Let's use this guy for a second. I have 2 healers already, yep. So, we're gonna start building our attack just gently. Yeah, one thing, try to keep either dakinis or emirs at the back. Okay, that's one thing. Sort of one of the major sort of fundamental rules, I would say, because for all the assassins, all the smartasses are getting smashed by these guys or these guys. I was having these emirs on the back for the very first few months of my gameplay, but then since they changed the way they're attacking, I use them a bit closer because that's the only way they actually have the opportunity to create any damage. Sorry, I think I put hand on over the mic. I hope it's all right. Anyway, let's see how that goes. I mean, we know how that goes. That will go very quickly and swiftly. Yeah, first 2 rooms. I don't expect any surprises. Yeah, so I rank up either emirs or barbarians. I don't focus on anything else here actually, because barbarian on level 14-15, it's a beast, frankly. And you know, if you haven't experienced barbarians already, you will sooner or later, because it's one of the most popular and convenient characters in the game. And they twitched it a little bit, they dropped it because they were really difficult to go through. Right now you actually have some chances against it, but yeah, really highly recommended to have. You see, and this is the situation when I'm gonna choose one of those. This is nice. Well, if you have opportunity to get if you, for example, have a melee setup like I do, if you have this chance to get that legendary blessing 50% damage for them on top, that's absolutely convenient. But I don't get that very often, to be frank. Okie dokie, you see, this is a really cool situation happening here, because this guy has a shield and he's an asshole. Check this out. Yeah, bastards. Let us. We're gonna have a massive wall in front of us. Yeah, because of that, you see, I think that we're gonna fly through the room 3 like crazy. I just wanna see exactly what this guy does. There you go. See, if I pushed him and developed him a little bit more, that would be a punishment. I zoomed in, right? And he doesn't do what I was expecting, so that's why I came here to check it out. But ultimately, if you develop these guys, the juggernauts, they're really useful. Actually, even let's go like this. Let's put the baby in the middle. I don't know why I think Dirty Dancing nobody puts baby in the corner. I think I might be tired. I should go sleep instead of waste people's time with this movie. Anyway, yeah, this is a really cool thing. In previous movie, I mentioned about the four types of enemies you can come across in Chamber Guardians, for example. Like the game will use 3 or 4 basic setups. You can kind of plan yourself and prepare tactics against. All right. You see, so what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna go here, get these guys up. Now we're gonna go here. Then after that, we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go all the way to this box. Ultimately, yeah, about two months ago, I'll consider here to go for rank up because my army wasn't as developed. I haven't, maxed all of those troops. I have maxed on 200 right now. So perhaps the rank up will fix my either emirs or barbarians to really push through. But this time I'm not even gonna check that. This is really cool because at this stage, the game is kind of more solid for me. Like I know that I'm gonna win. Therefore, if you look for a challenge, perhaps it will be offered later on. When more players will hit higher sort of higher powers. This sounds weird, but that will automatically bring the level of the game higher, so we can actually go through. Because they're fixing it. It's just that at this stage they readjusting. I'm not really sure what's the purpose of that readjusting by them. Is it to even up perhaps they messed up, they made rats too powerful or something too powerful, and they kind of readjusted for the future. And if that's brilliant, because that means that they will adjust it once, twice, 3 times and they will stop. But if there is a marketing point of view hidden behind, that's kind of nasty, and they're gonna lose a lot of really big wallet players because yeah, I'm certain they know that there are mad people here willing to spend even 1,000 or 2,000 pounds a day in a game. And if you don't believe me, find any game with a solid Chinese or sorry for that, or any Asian gamers clans when there's like 60 people who spend hundreds of thousands of monies daily, and it is crazy, man. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, still pretty much execution. The baby juggernaut got smashed, but the other ones are not even scratched. Well, and you see, one of the emirs is at the back. He got pushed out from there. And they were so good. They have this smash ability, and the smash was crazy. I think perhaps too crazy. I don't know. If you ask me, I will leave it. It was fun. Plus, just thinking right now, we're thinking tactics, strategy. I think when you even up. But right now, I think it's a big disproportion, because if you really set up healers, if you have few of those green ones, the trolls, the 3 trolls, don't remember their name. I'll check in a moment. Hey, all right, let's see how the wolf works. That's really cool that the game gave me. You see, I don't have those guys, and I have them right now level 10, level 200 on tier 10. I hope that's how you pronounce this word. And right now, we're 15 on 15. Let's see what the suggestion will be. There you go. Shall we push it maybe there? And this guy's here to amplify it. I think I have one more mermaids here, guys. Yes, here we go. So, what if... Alright, the healer is gone. Okay. So, if we put those guys here, and how about that? Alright, gotcha. Bye-bye. Let's try that. Well, I'm not sure what this werewolf is doing, but it doesn't really look very engaged. Oh, it's screaming. Right, good to know it's alive. What if... Hey, hello, my master. I don't know why I said it, but I'm just so excited when I see Oni. Well, if that's the case, what if you go like this? How about that? Let's try. Ah, yes. Also, someone asked me about this character from our clan, about ⶠ2ᴾ. Guys, I have absolutely no idea. I've never played this character, and as you see, it's completely useless against my setup. So I wouldn't say that this is the character I recollect as the one who's giving me any form of pain in that game. Like, for example, Trickster. I can tell you that I came across setups when Trickster really annoyed the hell out of me because it was really, really strong and someone used it in a very smart way. But I wouldn't recommend the ⶠ2ᴾ, or maybe I just haven't come across anyone who knows how to play that character yet. So it's effective, you know what I mean? I'm talking about this, the ⶠ2ᴾ. Let us check it out, what it has. Okay, so she will hit you with 250% of the damage. And now 70 stacks of the beaten status. I'm not really sure what that means. I assume that this is like a DOT, I mean damage over time. So it will just, I don't know, hit you 70 more times. I'm not sure what that means. It'll be really cool. If you know, please let me know. Please let me know so I know. Alright, then beaten effect will last for 5.5 seconds, and then after vampire bite she'll heal. That's convenient. Now what that means is that if you develop those skills, the beaten effect will last for longer. And if you have that character, you can go and check for how long. And probably there'll be more stacks or more damage. So I think when you have that with fully developed skills and talents, it's a badass character. And after actually going through this way right now, I'm thinking if I have opportunity to have it, first of all, you have to be aware you need few of those in order to get them to high level. Otherwise, it's level 4-5. Top 6, which allows you to push this character to tier, 4-5-6, which will allow you to push this character up to level 80, maybe 100. We can actually go and check it out in a second. Actually, let's check it out. Oh, I don't have those troops yet. Yeah, because level 7, it's 140. So 6 will be 120, level 5, it's 100. So level 4, it's 80. Tier. Jeez. Yes, as you see the rat. You see rat has 4 stars, so that's tier 4, which allows me to push it to level 80 if you have 5. I'm not sure will you buy or get the legendary first on level 5, but it will allow you only to upgrade that character to level 100, which means that it will be pretty weak in terms of how much damage it can generate and how much health it has. So you wanna sort of be mind that I'm answering the person from my clan that if you get Vampire Queen, you need few of those in order to rank up. Alright, I'm a goofball. That's rank 9, not tier 9. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. I had a long day at work, I need coffee, and it's midnight, so I'm not gonna have one, so bear with me. Anyway, 15 turn 15, let's go. So, I reckon, if you wanna have one Vampire Queen, pointless, because undeveloped, she'll just take a spot of a fully developed troop you can get there. But if you have the resources to get few of those, definitely. Now, if you're thinking about purchasing one from the shop, I would suggest buying the characters from the shop, from the PvP arena shop. You can only buy one. So even if you have 50,000 of that currency, you can only spend one, and then the probability that it will be there in the shop soon, it's rather small. So you wanna kind of, predict. Or if, for example, I use troops I purchase there only if I miss one to develop the one I already have, and it's actually there, so I can buy it and then just rank up the one I have. So that's how I use the shop. I don't sort of plan to buy one because, again, if you have a single one, it's undeveloped and it's just too weak. I'm talking about right now when I have troops on rank 10 or 11, like the emirs with level 200, and now it makes sense. As you can see, it goes through it like knife through the butter. And there are more and more rewards for moi. All right, next, which one shall we try? I haven't seen this guy in action. Ooh, hello. You see, so for example, Sinner's Flame. So this one will be cool against the guys who are burning you, because the counter, it will increase its damage 20%. That's pretty convenient. I'm not really sure do I need it right now here and what this guy does. You see, again, against the fire element. But instead of getting burned, it will boost his normal damage by 7%. Alright, so from those two, I'll go for this one because this offers me a bigger boost in terms of what I can get if I go against any fire sort of opponents. And otherwise, gives the boost to attack and speed to my troops. So yes, please. And I think I already have quite enough of damage through the army I have in order to benefit from the bonus this guy provides. So what we're going to do, we're gonna start getting rid of these guys. Actually, let's use the mushroom because I have it more developed than those thingies. Actually, let's see how they go. And then yeah, let's try that. Right, neither of those guys got scratched. I'm talking about the mushroom thingy and then Juggernaut. I was trying to see which one is better for a frontline defense. In terms of damage, how they go. Well, Juggernaut still makes a hell of a lot of damage than the mushroom. even though it's unlikely developed. That's really interesting, actually. Damage received. All right, so the healers are doing a good job. All right. So, with that being said, bye-bye. And let's bring this back to life. There you go. 1 million power against 500,000. I reckon I'm gonna win this. Well, check the werewolf up. He's doing pretty good job. And the elemental witch, I'm telling you, she's pretty badass. This doesn't really matter. We're about to finish this anyway. Let's see how far this game will take their defense. There was an upgrade from 500 to 6 something. Oh, there you go. This is the fire defense. And again, I started talking before about the four types of defense the game offers, and I'm drifting away from that concept. So fire defense is fire like that. It's one of the nastiest kind of options because it actually really burns the floor underneath you as well. So you're gonna have this. You're gonna have the healers. Then you're gonna have massive melee from the troops which are healing, which ought to inspire us to stop thinking, I think, like in the standard kind of boxes that you need the tanks and then you need the archers and you need this and you need that. Sometimes you don't really need defense, you need a strong attack and something which will either push the defense or immobilize, like electrocute or stun. Okay, this is interesting. 700,000, but there is a lots of healers and air defense. So because I don't really have any ranged units, I have the electricians. We might replace them. First of all, let's add these guys. And this. And by that, this set is untouchable. Yeah, let's check out those mermaids, those mermaid guys. How they go. Well, they popped pretty quickly. Check out the Oni. Oni is badass. Just one touch. He touches, it's one punch man. Boom. There you go. That's Chambers of Destiny, guys. It's not pretty, you know, difficult or challenging at this stage of the game. I remember I was struggling initially, every now and then. Still completing, but it forces you to think, you know, and I don't really always enjoy that, especially in the middle of the night when you just want to chill before bed and you're silly enough to start this and then something kicks in and instead of going to sleep, you're like, damn it, I want to finish it. Hey, we like this. Can I... Oh, I think I just upgraded those guys to level 10. Yeah. That's a goner. So I'm gonna start building third one. That's cool. Well... Yeah, that's where we're still in the forest here. That's 3%, 15. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah. That's nice. We wanna get here. I think they're pretty badass, actually. It just... Yeah, bear with me about those guys. If you're curious, I'm gonna watch them and observe. I'm gonna develop them and see how they go, because I have a good feeling about this character. And also, it's not very popular if you watch other gamers, so it might be kind of offering a surprise bonus. All right, what else we have here? Guys, I think I'm gonna. This is 55 minutes. Jesus, if you survive 55 minutes, thank you, and I'm sending lots of good energy for you. You know, I hope you've learned a little from that movie, and you know, it gave you a different insight to what the game offers and stuff like that. If I inspire you to share any thoughts with me, please do so. I'm curious how you see this game, and was this movie any productive for you? And I'm gonna share it right now and record Tower of Fate and Tower of Factions later on with the arena just as a gameplay. So if you wanna, guys, check out today's gameplay, it will be in few hours. In the meantime, I'm gonna wish you a good evening or good night, or have a brilliant day depending what time you're watching this. And yeah, share your thoughts. And if you're not haven't subscribed it, please hit that button. It will help me, you know, to get something back from YouTube, to put more perhaps money in this game, because that was the initial idea. If you check, I think a year ago, I committed myself that as soon as I start having money from YouTube, I'm gonna start investing it back in the game to show off the full potential to that game. So yeah, let's do this, guys. Anyway, have a good one, take care, and I see you next time.